The first 50 years of the Sunshine State Conference inspired champions and built a legacy rooted in excellence. A legacy built from a single sport to a conference of national champions. Threaded through geography, fueled by growth, defined by excellence. 135 team national titles, 173 individual champions, and hundreds of Scholar All-Americans. Always at the top of NCAA Division II. Looking ahead, we reflect on where we started, where we are, and where we're going. The Sunshine State Conference, where success thrives.
This is what's called a vicious cycle. Fans yell at officials, more officials quit, fewer people want to be officials, quality of officials goes down, more fans yell at officials. Be a part of the solution. Act with respect and be officially human.
We are back here. Men's game on tap now. All Tampa in the front side of the doubleheader as the women defeat the Lynn women by 20. Impressive win for the Tampa Spartans women. And now it's the men's turn as the Lynn Fighting Knights 7-2, 3-1 in conference. They've won 3 straight, 4-0 undefeated here at home. Take on the Spartans 4-4, 0-3 in conference. They are winless on the road as well, 0-3. And we will now honor America with the playing of the national anthem, and then Jeff Winter will have the starters coming up for you. And there's the starters for you. Head coach Bill Morosco in his second season after a 21-win initial season with the Lynn Fighting Knights, including the first NCAA appearance for the Knights since the 2018-2019 season. They advanced to the second round. Tampa Spartans coached by Link Darner, former Purdue Boilermaker. Link says it's been frustrating. It's been a injury-plagued season. He said he thinks if they get healthy, this team can be good. And underneath, they open up with a dunk for Kyle Lamb with the slam. 6'6" sophomore out of Williston, Florida. And that ball tapped out of bounds into a turnover, so a good start for Tampa. They will pressure, pressure, pressure. And here comes Lamb on the attack. A bump by Vic. It goes uncalled. Blount, their leading scorer. Lynn starts out in the 2-3, attacking. That rims out. Vic, strong rebound. Outlet Iuli. Here comes Iuli. Looking for an advantage. Sees none. And we'll get into the offense. Underneath Roland. John secures it. Goes up strong and scores the first bucket for Lynn. John Roland, who averages 13 points, 8 rebounds a game. Transition pull-up is in for the smooth left-hander, B.J. Schaefer. Sophomore out of Union City, Georgia. Averages 15 a game. Iuli goes hard left, hangs, floats it up softly, and a strong rebound from Blount. Transition, wide open three is good from Trey Lane. 37% three-point shooter, averages 17 a game, and a strong start for Tampa. 3 for 4 from the field. Pick and pop, Buback straight on three, rattles out, rebound, and a foul will go against the Knights. Called on Austin Vick. So Coach Marasco, a little leery of maybe some hangover from the blowout win Saturday over to Florida Southern. Says his team has to keep that same intensity and effort level. Now in a 3-2 zone. Underneath they play, reverse layup, rims out, rebound tapped around to Buback. Buback will take it up himself. Dangerous pass deflected out of bounds by Lane. And Coach Marasco will get Antoine Jackson here immediately. Another point guard. Try to get Lynn into a rhythm offensively. Iuli picks up his dribble, gets help from Vic. Return handoff, gliding to the rim and laying it in with the left hand. Iuli able to shift gears so easily and effortlessly. Braden Iuli, his first bucket, 7-4 Tampa. Schaefer, Lamb, straight on three. East side of the rim, run down by Roland off of the miss from Lane. Jack surveys as he comes into the front court. Antoine through the paint, lays it off Roland, creating space. That shot rejected and tapped out of there by Schaefer. Spartans looking to run. Blunt hooks a pass back. Roland the steal, picked up by Jax. Hit ahead to Buback. Buback flying in, gets held and fouled. Good work by Lynn, and Austin Vick needs a break. He appears to be winded as Ponzakaitis will come in. So Buback, 70% free throw shooter, 6'4" grad student, rattles in the first. Averaged 18 points per game at Northeast Missouri Western State. Missouri Western State. Buback averaging 13 points, 5 rebounds. J.P. Barron will also check in. Buback connects on both. So Lynn with 4 consecutive. Buback will take a break. Substitutes in for Coach Marasco early. Jackson Barron. Looks like Coach Marasco will try to stay fresh here after playing Saturday. And it'll be an up and down against this Tampa team. They will go at you full court. Pull-up jumper short. Strong rebound Iuli. Off of the miss by Lane. Iuli bounces for Roland. Roland, pull-up jumper is in. Such a soft touch. Roland shoots it with 3-level scorer, averaging 13 points a game. Roland 2 early buckets. Left elbow jumper rattles home. From spin. Speen, I should say. Nice find by Jax. Rowland trying to create space, had it rejected by Higdon, and then some nice sportsmanship. Love that. Higdon, you see so many guys after blocking a shot kind of taunt the offensive player. Higdon helped Rowland up. Good respect from the junior prospect from Prospect, Kentucky, after some very good defense. So we hit our first media timeout. Tampa shooting at 4 for 8 from the field. They lead it 9-8 at the first break. So Fighting Knights are going to take their first lead of the game as they lob into Rowland. Jax comes to get it. Nice screen from Podzakaitis. Poke for 3, in and out. Podzakaitis, offensive rebound for a fresh 20. J.P. Barron crossover dribble. Jax for 3, rimming no. And the rebound to Speen. Peen, I should say. Silent S, I apologize, Peen fans. He's out of Warsaw, Poland. Bounce pass good, drop down, collapsing defense and steal by Barron. Jax probing the defense, bounce pass. Podzakaitis didn't get all the way through to him, but good effort by Matthew to at least salvage the possession. Sven Bergersen will replace Rowland, so Coach Morosco continuing to substitute in fresh bodies here early in the first 6 minutes. This is a deep Lynn team. Jax dribbles left. Poke around a Bergersen screen. Poke, free throw line, pull up, guided it short. Rebound Bergersen. Poke for 3. That's off the side of the rim. And rebounded by Blunt. So Lynn cold to start shooting. 3 for 11 after a hot shooting performance on Saturday. Peen, bounce pass nearly intercepted. Blunt mid-range, hits back iron. Barron, solid box out and rebound. JP probes the D and now flips it out to Jax. Barron for 3. And Lynn's ice cold shooting 0 for 5 from beyond the arc, 3 for 12 overall from the field. So a frustrating offensive beginning. It is now a 2-minute, 14-second scoring drought for Lynn. Fortunate to only be down by 1 point. Into the game, Justin Taylor out of the corner, a 3, no good. Weak side rebound, and put back rejected by Podzakaitis. Tampa with a third opportunity here. McCormick had it knocked away by Pope, 4 seconds. McCormick clears, shoots it up short, long rebound Jax. Antoine looking to run. It's the trailer Barron, back to Jax, straight on 3. Clinks no good, rebound Podzakaitis. Polk rises for 3. So the Fighting Knights now 0 for 7 from three-point land, and a reach-in foul goes against Lynn. So Max Polk dynamic offensive player averaging 18 a game, is 0 for 4 to start here today. Coach Morosco will turn to Maynards, the 7-foot center from Latvia, who hit 3 triples here Saturday. Good collapsing defense by Burgesson. Such a clever player Sven is. Very heady. Underneath, Burgesson the steal. He's got Polk to his right. Dumps it off Iuli. That shot rejected. Burgesson cleans it up. In transition, Tampa looking for an advantage. Lynn's first lead of the game despite shooting 3 for 15 from the floor. McCormick, mid-range, leaner, no good, tipped around, ball on the deck. And that blocked by Maynards. And Coach Morosco furious. I think he wanted one of his players to get on the deck and grab that ball. Coach Morosco very heated. And I believe upset with his 7-footer as Austin Fick comes in. Coach Sco, I believe, looking for some more intensity defensively. So we're tied at 10 in a sluggish offensive start for both teams now. 31% from Tampa, 25% from Lynn. Iuli waits for that screen from Vick. Iuli's got the defender on his back, flips it up and in. Tough angle too. Iuli very crafty. And there is a near turnover, and it is as it heads into the backcourt for a violation. Rowland and Jax are back for Burgesson and Polk. Fighting Knights by 2 despite shooting 0 for 7 from 3. Iuli will try a three-pointer. Rowland the rebound and sticks it back in. Rowland's got 6 points. Wide open out of the corner, McCormick. Weak side rebound, Buback. Coach Morosco calling out the play. Rowland, corner 3, cash! John Rowland. He's got 9. John Rowland is now 8 for 11 from beyond the arc on the season. I mean, that is impressive from the free throw line, let alone the three-point line. And the Fighting Knights up by a touchdown despite a very slow shooting start here today. We'll be back from Lynn. So the Spartans 1 for their last 10 from the field. They are scoreless in the last 4.5 minutes. And that's a reach in by Iuli against Schaefer. And Coach Darner said his team has to execute against the zone. Wants to play in and out, take care of the basketball, and guard Lynn off of the dribble. They've done fine guarding. Offensively, they have been inefficient. 4 for 14. They've got 4 turnovers. Good ball movement here. They find the open 3 out of the corner. Not close. Shot up by Gingileski, I should say. Buback hanging, drawing the foul on Schaefer. Buback back to the line where he's 2 of 2. Justin also has an assist and 3 rebounds. So if you look at the standings, I don't know if you heard, but PBA is 10-0 to begin the season, 4-0 in conference, having defeated not just Lynn, actually blew the Fighting Knights out up in West Palm. They just beat Nova Southeastern, number 1 ranked team in the country. So any doubt if the Sailfish are for real, that debate has been put to a close. Fighting Knights by 9. They're 4-0. Lynn is 3-1. And a slam from Kyler Lamb. Maynard's 4-3. Back iron. Tampa looking to attack. That could have been a travel. Rowland hits the deck. Coach Morosco telling his team to keep your arms and hands up. Lane. That shot in. Nice move quickly to his left from Kyler Lamb. Jacks gliding into the front court. Barron out of the corner. And rebound Spartans. Here comes Tampa. They will look to push continuously. That could have been an offensive foul. They let it go. Short jumper right through from Justin Taylor. Podzakaitis will come back in for Coach Sco. Buback splits 2 defenders. Glides, hangs, leaves it short. Rowland the rebound and 1. John Rowland. He's got 9 points already, couple rebounds. Podzakaitis for Maynards. Polk also returns for Barron. Rowland's got 11. 3 rebounds as they update the scoring stats. Something interesting Coach Sco said about John Rowland is that he knows which areas to fill, both offensively and defensively. Rejected by Rowland. Ball on the deck. Tampa underneath, and that's going to be a foul on Podzakaitis. So good action on the glass by Coach Darner's team. Ryan Blunt. Now 2 for 3 on the game. Iuli back in for Buback. 2 for 3 from the line. Blunt without a field goal yet. He averages 21 points per game. 9 rebounds, 4 assists. What a season thus far for the sophomore from Oviedo. Coach Sco said, yeah, he's made a big jump. One of the better freshmen in the league last year, but Coach Morosco thought he's made a big jump here sophomore season. Jacks bounces for Iuli. Had it knocked away. Podzakaitis there to pick it up. That wouldn't drop for him. And that pass ahead, poked out of bounds. Blunt to inbound. Schaefer. On the perimeter, works with Lane, rises for 3. Rebound Podzakaitis. Nice outlet pass, Polk. Polk looking to attack, takes a bump, banks it up, no good. Tipped in by a flying John Rowland. Rowland's got 13. Splitting the defense, easy pull-up, just unable to knock it down there, Schaefer. Got himself a quality look. Jump past Podzakaitis. Had it stripped from behind. Good hustle to get it back. Polk dump in past Rowland, the recipient, off a gorgeous look from Polk. And Rowland's got 15 points. Lane. Higdon. And here's Blunt. Nice passing by the Spartans, and they get an easy deuce from Higdon. Now that's the way Coach Darner wants them to execute against his own. Ayuli. Jump pass over to Jax. Wide open 3. And Lynn now just 1 for 12 from beyond the arc. Lane checked by Polk. Blunt. Pull-up jumper. Ball on the deck picked up by Jax. Long lead pass, Podzakaitis. Dumps it back to Polk and draws the block. And Max Polk to the line to shoot 2. So Lynn, who comes in shooting 36% from beyond the arc on the season, is 1 for 12 here thus far. But they do have a 5-point advantage with 7 minutes to play in the first half. We'll be back. So Max Polk looking to get on the scoreboard. So Polk coming off a sensational game against Florida Southern. He was our guest on the Lynn Sports Network postgame. And great guest, Max. The big smile. And with his dad here, also Marlon from visiting from Omaha, Nebraska. Three-pointer left wing. Nice box out by Barron. Off of the miss from Sutherland. Polk all the way down, dumps it off to Rowland in traffic. Draws the foul. So John Rowland didn't have much room there, but found a space to attack. And Rowland 0 for 1 from the free throw line, back to the charity stripe. 5 rebounds, 15 points. 7 of 9 shooting for Rowland, and he hit the lone 3 for Lynn from three-point territory. Antoine Jax will come back in for Polk. Nope, for make that Iuli. So Lynn now 7 of 9 from the free throw line. Tampa 3 of 4. Wide open three for Blunt, and he drains it. Blunt shooting at 38% from downtown for the Spartans. They're just 2 of 10 from 3. Lynn 1 of 12. Jacks. Poke. Back to Poke. Rises for 3. Back iron. Vic tapped it out. And there's going to be a foul. I believe that's going on Rowland, and John can't believe it. That is his first. It was a body down, and they thought Rowland created it. So Lynn by 5. Under 6 minutes to play first half. Underneath, two-hand slam for Peen. Matish Peen with the slam. He's got 4 points. Jacks, crossover dribble. Looking to create space, finds Vic for 3. A nice box out, good hustle by Barron, but out of bounds to Tampa. Bubak will come back in for JP. Podzakaitis in for Vic. Coach Go with high fives to the 2 players coming to the bench. I should say low fives. Ben Sutherland, 6'9" junior out of Cincinnati. Nice pass by Blunt. Rowland, a clean swipe of Peen. Bubak drifting right, rises for 3. Podzakaitis kept it alive with the Spartans out of the pack with a chance to tie with a 3. That is magnificent defense. Ooh, evidently not. I thought Antoine had position. I thought Jax read that perfectly. But I am incorrect. That will go against Jax and head into the free throw line is McCormick. Lynn, no field goals in the last 3:25. Iuli will come back in for Coach Sco. Lynn up 3 despite shooting 1 for 14 from 3. Tampa 2 for 10 is one of the reasons why. But credit Spartans with some good defense. They have not allowed penetration off of the bounce, and that was one of the things that Coach Darner said was critical for his team. Tampa to within 1 with 4.5 minutes to play first half. Iuli backing down, goes underneath. Bounces for Poke. Poke hangs, puts it up short. Nothing coming easy offensively for Lynn. Underneath, a block. Bubak came over to get a piece. Iuli attacking the middle of the floor, spins it up, no, and is fouled by Taylor. So Iuli to the line to shoot 2. And a tick under 4 minutes will bring us to the final media timeout of the first half with Lynn up 1. So Iuli hits the free throw out of the media timeout. Lynn now 8 of 10 from the foul line. That snaps a 2.5-minute scoring drought. Tampa was on a 7-0 run before those two free throws. Burgess will come in for Rowland. Lynn by 3. Taylor wearing number 55. It's a big number for a guard. Blunt in the corner. Lamb. Skip pass for the open three. Taylor, a brick. Rebound batted around. Tampa controls it. Draws the foul. And to the line will be Ryan Blunt. Precisely where Lynn does not want this sophomore. He shoots at 90% from the free throw line. So with 3.5 minutes to play, Tampa will be within 1. Lynn, a slight edge, rebounding 22-19. Iuli taking it across. Puts it up short. Solid defense and rebound by Taylor. McCormick drives. And then they throw it away. They dumped it off underneath to Grady Schwartz. But he got pinned down there on a double team. Lynn by 1. Iuli sent to the ground. That's going to be a block. And I think that's the right call because I feel like Taylor caught his step off first with the block before Iuli shoved him out of the way. Well, Taylor thought he was fouled on the shove. He was, but the block was right before that. Bubak exits, Rowland in. So Coach Cole has been kind of revolving Burgesson and Rowland at that 4 slot. But with Rowland playing like all conference basketball, it's tough to sit him down. I mean, in an effort to get Burgesson some more time, I don't mind that look with moving Rowland to the 3 or Burgesson to the 3. Well, Coach Go does come back with the 3 guards with Rowland sliding back to the 4. That pass tipped. Jacks looking to run. Finds Podzakaitis. Podzakaitis lays it up, no good. Look at Rowland. He had it blocked as it's kicked out to Tampa. Great effort by Rowland crashing. And now Barron will come back for Polk. Two and a half minutes remain. In the half. That pass hit Podzakaitis in the leg. Some dismal shooting going on here today. Out of the corner, wide open look, and that ties it as Lane connects on his second triple. Iuli goes hard, leans in, banked it in, and scores. Iuli, an extremely tough cover, 1v1. Lane looking for 2 straight. Front rim, rebound Sutherland. His putback won't drop. A third attempt is scored by Blunt. And we're tied at 34. With a minute 40 to play in the half. Ayuli looking to go one-on-one. Pulls up, leans in short, tips his own miss in. Timeout, Coach Morosco. As Ayuli running the ISO puts in his 10th point. Lynn just 2 of their last 9 field goals now. Leading by 2 with a minute 20 to play in the first half. 36 points for Lynn. They average 97 points per game. Tampa averages 89, and they've only got 34. The Spartans shooting 35% from the field overall, just 3 of 13 from 3. But that is better than Lynn's 1 of 14. Fighting Knights 2 of their last 10 from the field overall, shooting 31% from the field. So it has been a struggle offensively. B.J. Schaefer working with Sutherland and McCormick. Jax fell down, now is up on his feet. Wide open 3 from the wing, no good. And out of bounds to Lynn. So Tampa now 3 of 14. They've had some wide open looks. Well, Coach Darner's got to be shaking his head. Figured if he hits a few of those, his team is in command. With Lynn struggling to shoot it themselves so much. And see if they let Ayuli go one-on-one again. It's the handoff from Ponzikaitis. Barrett through the lane to Jax. Back to JP for 3. Cash. Only the second triple of the game. Good job by JP. Sutherland pops out. Underneath. Great play by Rowland on the steal. Ayuli with the ball. Lynn can hold for one if they choose. Ayuli takes it in, left-handed shot, no. Rowland the rebound, saves it over to Barron. And now Lynn will hold for one with 10 seconds. Jax with 4. Jax pull-up jumper, no. Ponzikaitis battling for the rebound. Not exactly what Lynn wanted on that final possession. And Coach Morosco talking to the officials here before he brings his team into the locker room. Coach Morosco thought there may have been a foul on that shot. But we do finish the first half with Lynn up 5, 39-34, despite going 2 for 15 from 3. John Rowland leading all scorers with 17 points on 7 of 10 shooting. Ryan Blunt with 10.7 rebounds, a quiet 10 and 7 for a big-time producer, averaging 21 9 this season in Blunt. So it's 39-34. Lynn will be back in approximately 12 minutes from the DeHornley Center.
first 50 years of the Sunshine State Conference inspired champions and built a legacy rooted in excellence. A legacy built from a single sport to a conference of national champions. Threaded through geography, fueled by growth, defined by excellence. 135 team national titles, 173 individual champions, and hundreds of Scholar All-Americans. Always at the top of NCAA Division II. Looking ahead, we reflect on where we started, where we are, and where we're going. The Sunshine State Conference, where success thrives.
Okay, start of the second half here from lovely Lynn University. Fighting Ice by 5. Iuli in the corner poke. Max through the paint. Buback straight on 3. Back iron. Iuli keeps it alive and saves to Vic, who is fouled. Terrific effort from Bryden Iuli. So Lynn hoping to begin the second half shooting the ball better. They're 2 for 16 from beyond the arc. Iuli takes it in, lays it up softly, but unable to finish. Rebounded by Lamb. So Lynn begins the second half as they shot at the first half. Oop, they almost lost it. Tampa fortunate not to turn it over there. Dump it inside. Rebound Vic. All for the miss from Higdon. Vic hands the poke. Straight on 3. Back iron. Higdon does a nice job blocking out. Lane for 3 in transition. Rims out. Fight for the rebound and a tie-up. Possession arrow. I'm going to call foul. So it will be a reach-in foul. Good physical play by Buback. Draws a foul on Higdon. So Lynn 2 for 17 from 3. Tampa 3 for 15. Lynn hoping to find John Rowland. He has been the efficient one offensively. Buback for 3. That's good. Only the 3rd triple. Buback's first of the game, his first basket. He does have 4 free throws. Fighting Ice by 8. Lynn bench shouting defense. Good ball movement. Blunt for 3. That's short. Rebounded by Iuli. Iuli straight on 3. Yes! Used an Austin Vic screen, and an Austin Vic screen is a solid screen. Iuli, his first triple, he's got 15 points. And just like that, Fighting Ice by 11. Good cut by Blunt. Lost it. Rowland picks it up. Austin finds his point guard. Buback transition 3. To the rim and transition. Rejected Iuli. Loose ball to Tampa. Then a foul on Buback. That'll go on Buback, his second. Kyler Lamb to the free throw line, his first trip there today. This is one area of the game where both teams has been successful. The foul line, 8 of 9 for Tampa, 11 of 13 for Lynn. Tampa grabs the rebound. On the cut, rejected by Rowland. Cleared by Iuli. Iuli gets caught in the air, finds Poke. Over to Iuli, through the paint to the rim, laying it in with the left hand. Fighting Ice 12-point lead, their largest of the game. Blunt, mid-range pull-up jumper, front rim. Buback ahead to Iuli. Iuli transition 3. The bench was ready to erupt. Lane takes it through the lane, loses the ball. Blunt three-pointer, that's in. So you give him that second chance. Coach Morosco very frustrated. 50-50 balls. Fighting Knights have not been very efficient in that area here today. They do have a 9-point advantage. Coach Darner calls a timeout, so we will step aside from Lynn. (47-38) Lynn. Brubeck against the full court press. Still holding. Comes into Roland. And John will take it across the timeline himself. Lynn slow to get in their offense. And then they turn it over. Just the third Lynn turnover. Tampa has 9. Coach Morosco was heated in the huddle. Good ball movement. McCormick for 3. Rolling weak side rebound. Outlet Iuli. Lynn's offense a little stagnant. Vick. And they turn it over again. So 2 consecutive turnovers. And Coach Morosco, well, that'll bring an immediate timeout so Coach Go can talk it over. But the Lynn offense becoming stagnant the last 2 possessions, resulting in a couple of turnovers. Fighting Knights have a 9-point lead. Burgesson will check in. And we'll be back after this timeout. So Coach Morosco makes some substitutions, changes his guard line, brings in Jackson Barron. Burgesson at the 3. Podzakaitis comes in at the 5. McCormick Good ball movement, sets up Blunt's three, and he drains it. So Blunt heating up now after a solid, steady first half. He's hit 2 triples here. And another steal, another turnover. McCormick dumps it off and unable to finish. Good defense by Burgesson. Here comes Jax. He'll shoot a 3. Yes! Mark that moment down. A 5-point swing as Tampa could have cut the lead to 4. Instead, they don't convert on the layup attempt. Lynn hits a 3, coming back the other way in transition. Blunt may have been fouled there. They don't call it, and now then they call a foul on Burgesson. Maybe a late whistle there. Blunt, nice dump off. Sutherland gets Burgesson in the air and has a chance at a 3-point play. Sutherland's first basket. He'll head to the foul line. Tampa shooting 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Buback is back for Burgesson, who picked up a couple quick fouls. He's got 3. So Coach Morosco, he's been substituting, shuffling guys in and out. Trying to find that right sequence here today with his team struggling offensively. Buback straight on 3. Ponzakaitis the rebound, saves to Barron. Jax scoops it up, blocked away by numerous Tampa defenders. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jax comes to get it. Leans into a 3 short. Buback flew in to keep it alive. And Rowland captures. Buback out of the corner, cash. Buback's energy saves that possession and results in a 3 for Justin. Sutherland out of the corner for a 3. Pushes that short. Jax on the run, 3-on-2. Lobs for Ponzakaitis, read perfectly by McCormick. Here comes Blunt back the other way. Gets Rowland in the air and count it. And a foul. So Blunt's got 18. And 9 rebounds on his way to yet another double-double. So Blunt will take his rest now with Lane coming in. Morosco will bring Ayuli into the game. It'll be Jax at the point, Ayuli and Barron on the wings. So Lynn going small now with Buback at the 4. The Spartan switching defense has been excellent. Ayuli, tough shot, bank no good. Falls to Ponzakaitis, and he puts it back in. Nothing easy against this Tampa defense. Went back up by 9. Straight on 3 is short. Buback the rebound off the miss from Taylor. Jacks. There's another switch. And Twan underneath. Barron puts it up and in. J.P. Barron's hit a couple of big ones. Going up against this tough Tampa defense, which right now looks a little bit like the defense Link Darner played under Gene Cady and those terrific Boilermaker teams. Podzakaitis out with a steal. Barron takes it in, and it's stripped off his knee. That looked like that last touch, Lynn. I think Podzakaitis was looking for the return alley-oop there. Well defended again by Tampa as they continue to D it up out here. We'll take the under 12-minute media timeout. Fighting Knights with an 11-point lead in a slugfest. (57-46). Underneath Iuli. There's the open three poke. Rebound Barron. Poke penetrates, hangs, forces one up. No, follows his miss and puts it in. So Max Poke with his first basket. Can you believe that? He averages 18 a game. Good energy by Poke. Consistently, though, as Taylor knocks one down. Iuli looking for something quick. It was unavailable. Around a Podzakaitis screen. Lobs for Podzakaitis. Draws the foul. So Matthew to the line to shoot two, which poses an adventure to itself. Lynn 11 of 13 shooting from the foul line today. Tampa 9 of 12. And Matthew 2 for 10 from the free throw line this season. The release looks okay, so this will improve for Podzakaitis. As Roland checks in for who, says the Lynn players. Looks like J.P. Barron will come out. Lynn was going to try to play with 6. And that drops. There you go. Fighting Knights by 12, matching the largest lead of the game. Lane. Taylor. Now Lane. Out to Blunt. Lane rises for 3, in and out. Excellent box out by Roland, who has picked up his double-double. Poke to the rim, could not finish it. As Max can't believe it, it's been one of those games for Poke. There's nothing falling for him. Fighting Knights as a team really struggling to put it in the net. But hold on to this 12-point lead here with good energy and defense. Taylor probing. Taylor jump stop, floats it up and in. Nice move by Justin Taylor, junior out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Averages 7 a game. And Taylor, 4 points, 4 rebounds here today. Iuli takes a bump, goes back to Bubak for 3. And let's see who that goes against. It's on Ponzikaitis, who claims that he was the one that was getting held. So Friday night, 6 for 27, 3-point shooting. Lane, long distance 3, in and out. Rebound falls into Ponzikaitis' lap. Jax had it stripped and stolen, and Lane puts it in. Tenacious defense throughout for this Spartan team. Coach Darner should be proud. Slapped away, Lane comes away with it. Lane transition 3. Rebounded by Jax, as that was a long triple. Max Polk through the lane, lays it up and in. Aggressive take by Polk, who always brings the energy and enthusiasm, even when he's struggling to shoot. Terrific intensity by Polk, and a big play there to bring it back up to 10, as Vic will come back in for Coach Morosco. Now this is a grind. Friday nights with a huge advantage on the glass now, 43-31. It has been a tough, grind-out game. Both on the defensive end, both teams have taken care of the ball pretty well. 8 turnovers for Lynn, 10 for Tampa. The shooting has been another story. Both teams struggling. 34% overall for Tampa. 21% from 3. Lynn, 34% overall. 22% from 3. Sutherland. That's the guy Lynn's got to watch, is Blunt. Lane for 3. Rebound by Sutherland. Taylor knifes in, puts it up softly, and rolls it home. Taylor now with 8 points, 4 rebounds. Jax with Vic. Polk. Tampa's done a great job cutting off penetration. Vic for 3. Another solid box out for the Spartans. Trey Lane. Sutherland puts it up. No. Rebound battled for. And another second chance opportunity for the Spartans. They have hurt Lynn in this area. Taylor, long range, that's in. He comes in just 5 for 27 from three-point territory. But he is hot. He's got 11 points. Iuli trying to answer bucket. That's a big one by Iuli. Braden's got 17. Taylor's got the hot hand. Sutherland, and he nails it. So Sutherland hits his first three. Tampa to within 5. Spartans gaining confidence. Jacks along the baseline. Again, stagnant is Lynn's offense. We're near turnover. Iuli with 5. Great pass to Vic, and he scores with a left hand. What a wraparound pass by Iuli. And a good finish by Vic with the left hand. 67-60. And grabbing the shirt was Iuli of Peen. So that will bring us to the under 8-minute media timeout with just 5:45 remaining. Both teams beginning to find some comfort offensively. And this game is becoming more and more interesting. Lynn by 7 at the moment. So Spartan ball, I don't know if John Rowlands had a shot in the second half. 7 of 10 from the field. You got to get that guy some more shots. Barron out there for Coach Scope. McCormick. They get it to the open shooter Lane. That's short. Another offensive rebound. It's Blunt. Goes up strong and scores. As all of a sudden, Lynn cannot get a rebound on the defensive end. That's the 14th offensive rebound. 5-point Lynn lead. Buback bounces for Podzakaitis. Goes up strong, rattles it in. Good soft touch by Podzakaitis, who's got 5 points and 10 rebounds. Spartans back up by 7. Blunt thought about NBA range. In the corner, three-pointer is good. Justin Taylor has been on fire. He's got 14. Second triple. He's 6 of 8 from the field. And Lynn now at 4. Barron draws contact and one. J.P. Barron bringing the energy off of the bench all season long and making some clutch plays and buckets for this team. J.P. averaging 6.4 rebounds, but does so much around the court that doesn't necessarily show up in the box score. And drops that in. A big three-point play. Iuli will come in for Buback. 72-65 Lynn. Good ball movement, wide open three. Rowland secures the board off the McCormick miss. 4 minutes to play. Jax has got Blunt, goes to the rim, lays it up, no. The Spartans looking to run with a 5-on-4 advantage of the moment. Kick back to the trailer, Blunt, his three is in. Well played by the Spartans and good find by Trey Lane. Tampa within 4 with 3.5 minutes to play. Barrett. Love to see Rowland get the ball here. Ayuli in the lane. Backing down. Fade shoots short. And rebounded by Blunt. Long lead pass. The hit ahead and blocked, but that is basket interference. And Tampa to within 2. This is as close as they've been since the first half. Timeout Lynn, and the Spartans have become believers. Lynn has not shot it well, let this Tampa team hang around, and sometimes when you let a team hang around who hasn't necessarily played well this season, they're 0-3 in conference, 0-3 on the road. They're certainly a dangerous team when they're healthy, but you know, you make believers out of them. Well, the first thing is they start to believe they can play with you. Second thing is they start to believe they can beat you. And that's what Lynn is dealing with at the moment. We'll take a quick break. So the Fighting Knights, who are coming off an enormous home victory over 16th ranked Florida Southern on Saturday, when it was all in. I mean, there was no doubt. They were up 30 for most of the game. But really being tested, trying to bounce back here against a gritty Tampa team. Lynn now having trouble getting the ball in. And Barron alertly comes back to get it. Big possession out of the timeout for Lynn. Let's see what the design is. Ayuli's double team near steal, and there is the steal. Spacing just not adequate there for Lynn. Nice cut by Taylor. He floats it up. No, that was a good look for Taylor, who's been on fire. Ayuli looking to attack. Nearly throw it away as Fighting Knights just struggling against this perimeter switching trapping defense. Barron finds Jax for three. Cash. That's a big one from Jax. Coach Morosco get a 30-second timeout with 2:04 to play, and Lynn up 5. So Antoine Jax picks a great time to hit his second basket. He's got 6 points. Antoine Jax delivered the game winner out of the left corner right in front of the Lynn bench to defeat Rollins in the conference opener here earlier. Jax not afraid to hit a big shot. That was a big one. Lynn up 5 now with 2 minutes to play. Spartan possession. Spartans being led by Taylor's 14 and Blunt's 24. And between them, they're 13 for 20 from the field. Well, Coach Darner would love to have one of those two guys shooting this ball. Lane bothered by Jax. They tried to get Blunt around a screen. They didn't get him the ball. There's Blunt. McCormick, a really difficult shot, and he hits it. That's his first basket, probably the most difficult shot today he's attempted. That's a big one. Minute and a half to play. Iuli's got it. Lynn by 3. Coach Morosco wants a clear out. ISO for Braden. Iuli with 7. Iuli, jump past Barron. 3-pointer. Got a piece of it. Did McCormick. On the run in transition. Blunt for 3, and we're tied with a minute to play. Don't want to leave Blunt open. You make McCormick beat you there. We're tied at 75. Iuli down the lane, had it stripped. Spartans with a 3-on-1 to take the lead. And a foul on Barron. And now Tampa can take the lead with 40 seconds to play. So it'll be Camden McCormick being helped to his feet here. McCormick, the 6'3" junior from San Diego, leads this team at 5.6 assists per game. 67% free throw shooter. 2 for 2 here today. And he gives the Spartans their first lead since the first half. So Bubak and Polk in for shooting for Ponzakaitis and Barron. Misses, rebound on the deck, secured by Polk. It's a 1-point lead for Tampa. Iuli's got it with 28 seconds. Iuli against Blunt, takes it in and scores. 22 seconds remain. That burst off the quick step by Iuli to the rim. Braden's got 22. Timeout. (77-76) Fighting Knights. Well, let's see how Coach Darner and his staff elect to play it here. Do they hold it, wind some clock, and go for the win? Do they go for the quick basket? Try to take the lead, but give themselves time to foul and stay in this game. Tampa, you can see Coach Darner drawing something up with his staff before he goes to the huddle. And if you're Lynn, you don't let Blunt beat you here. He's got 27. 8 of 12 from the field, 5 of 6 from 3. Have to make somebody else beat you. So Coach Co going back to his defensive unit here with Ponzakaitis and Barron coming back on with Roland, Ayuli, and Jax. 22 seconds to play. McCormick will bring it up. Looking for Blunt. McCormick finds Blunt. Wide open out of the corner. That's good. 3-pointer by Sutherland. 2-point deficit. Ayuli. Barron. Lost it. Draws the foul with .1 on the clock. And JP's going to have to make both. So Barron, 73% free throw shooter with immense pressure here. How about Sutherland? 1 for 4 from 3. No hesitation. Nails a 3 out of the corner. I mean, Lynn did the right thing, not allowing Blunt to beat him. They forced somebody else to beat him. It was a wide open look. But still, clutch shooting from Sutherland. So the officials will look here to see how much time should be on the shot clock. J.P. Barron will be at the free throw line to shoot 2. Lynn needing both. They've got .1 seconds on the clock. So the question is how much time they will put back. They're going to go to .9, which will give Lynn, if Barron was to miss, enough time to try to tip it in. So that time may come into play. So J.P. Barron, 73% free throw shooter, 1 for 1 from the free throw line today. And well short. So now he's going to have to miss it. And Lynn will have to hope for a putback attempt. So Coach Darner will get a timeout now. And Maynard will come in and try to, the 7-footer, trying to get a tip in. Maynard's was 7 feet. He could go over the top and tip. So .9 is enough for Lynn to get a tip in. Possibly in one motion a catch and shoot putback, which is unlikely with Tampa boxing out. Now JP, let's see how much. So Lynn's going to go Ponzakaitis and Maynard's in the low block. Roland and Ayuli can come crashing in from beyond the circle. Coach Darner has Higdon along with Sutherland in the low block on the box out. And Barron tried to miss it, but it banked in, and that should do it. So JP wanted to put it up off the side of the rim on that bank, but it went into the basket. So now, unless Lynn gets a miracle steal and somehow able to get the shot off in .9, this game is over. As Tampa Now, you figure if they don't, all the Spartans have to do is inbound the ball. So if they can get the inbound, game over. If they don't have the short pass, they can send somebody deep, throw the ball down court, and the game should be over as well. So McCormick will inbound. And he finds Blunt, and this game's over. So the Tampa Spartans steal one here, trail the entire second half, and come from behind and win it by one. They get hot down the stretch and defeat a cold shooting Friday night team 79-78. The totals for you: Lane finishes with 8 points, Sutherland with 8, but a huge game-winning three-pointer to accompany 5 rebounds. Higdon had 2 points, McCormick 5 points, 7 assists, Blunt with 27 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 of 6 from beyond the arc. Lamb had 7, Schaefer with 2, Peen with 6, Taylor, a huge game with 14 points on 6 of 9 shooting. For Lynn, Rowland, 17 points. We didn't have a shot in the second half. 7 of 10 and 10 rebounds. Podzakaitis, 5, Polk 5. Coach Morosco will join me. Polk finishes with 5. Antoine Jacks with 6. Bubak, 10.6 rebounds, a deuce for Burgesson, and a bucket for Austin Vick. Coach Morosco will get the headset on now, and Coach Scope, tough defeat is a gritty, grind-out game. You guys couldn't seem to find your shooting rhythm tonight, Coach Scope. I guess there's kind of no explanation for that sometimes, huh?
No, there's definitely plenty of explanation for that. First of all, I got to give Tampa a ton of credit. They played great defense throughout the game. And I think overall, we have to be better. It's on me. We have to have a better job of understanding the flow of the game and what's going on the floor in terms of our shot selection. And our effort wasn't up to our standard, and that's on me to hold guys accountable to that. And we got to do better next time.
That's certainly a terrific D by Coach Darner's team. The way they were able to switch up on the perimeter, was that a credit to their kind of versatility and athleticism, you think?
I think so. I think a lot of it, though, was our spacing was really, really poor today. We talked about it several times in timeouts and halftime, and it just didn't improve. And so it's on me. I got to do a better job. Maybe get our guys into different spacing to give us more space. But they certainly took advantage of what we allowed them to do.
And what a difference. I mean, Saturday, huge victory over 16th ranked Florida Southern. Everything kind of came in flow for you. I know you didn't expect that to happen again today, but are you a little surprised at the way the team performed? No?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. This is the SSC. This is the best league in Division II. If you don't give your best performance every single game, every team is good enough to beat you. It's a message we've been preaching to our team since Saturday, and it's still a lesson, unfortunately, we had to learn the hard way.
All right, Coach, I'll let you go. Thank you so much for taking the time. So Coach Morosco, a tough defeat, and all class coming up after that loss and sharing how he felt with the crowd. So 79-78, Tampa, a gutty performance, come back and win this one. Congratulations to Coach Link Darner and his team for their first conference victory, 1-3 on the road. But obviously they're a dangerous team, as Coach Darner said. Getting healthy and back healthier than they've been. And you can see the difference with this performance with superb defense. Lynn drops to 7-3 and now 3-2 in conference. That snaps the Friday Knights' 3-game win streak. Next game for the Friday Knights, we check the schedule, will be against Cleffin Cleveland up in Melbourne at the Florida Tech Holiday Classic. That will be Friday at 7. Then they will take on Michigan Tech on Saturday at 7 before returning to conference play after the holidays at St. Leo on the 3rd. So we'll be back on the Lynn Sports Network for the Lynn Holiday Classic. That is, the women's team will host here on Saturday. They will play at 3 o'clock. A doubleheader, 1 and 3, and then 1 and 3 again on Sunday with 4 teams facing each other. So for the Lynn Sports Network crew, tough loss for the Fighting Knights tonight. They